Yo folks, I'm sorry about the video with the background noise. I was just watching my tablet. Kind of sounds like a sex tape. But it's not, it's just TV. So I got everything quiet now for this one. I'm going to talk about trials and tribulations, nothing but the facts. From the beginning to the end, when I figured this out until now. Facts are that I didn't know I was hypnotized until Michael Street unleashed the dog. He baby dogged me and made me undo the dog, and then the dog was running around the yard by himself, off a leash. That's the first time I knew I was hypnotized. And a few days later, I was at the work at the shop, and I heard Tony ill hustling. I heard Tony talking to some people about fucking, I wasn't feeling so good anyway, and I heard him talking about the way I drink coffee in the morning and how can I do it and the way I do it. And I come to realize that my coffee wasn't my coffee, something was going in my coffee. Yeah, at the shop, Chad and Tony, antifreeze and shit. And Chad, fucking nuts and bolts and shit, feeding to me while I'm hypnotized. You know, hypnotize me, feed me nuts and bolts and shit. And this is right after I got out of Chicago. Now in Chicago, it was, they was doing it before Chicago, but then I went to Chicago, and they was trying to kill me on the deck in Chicago. That's when the president came down and the wife got involved, his wife, and I'm pretty sure she didn't make it that day. I'm pretty sure she went in the back of the plane, not feeling so good. No, not, you know what I mean? I'm sorry to say, rest her soul, but I'm pretty sure she passed away that day. And they also killed off some more of my family that was rooted to Chicago to try to save me, and they took them away with guns and shit. And then the people on the deck end up killing themselves and shooting each other too. And then they called Mo down here. Backing up. Called, yeah. And then I came home, and then I went to work, and then the nuts and bolts in the coffee again. Went to the hospital before I went to Chicago. That's why I went to Chicago. I went to the hospital like 3 different times. That's why I don't want to go back to the hospital again, because they're assholes and they don't want to believe me. And the therapist thinks I'm nuts, which I'm not nuts. This is really shit. Anyway, when I left the shop, I was beating up people when I left the shop. People was coming in to get me, and I was beating them up. And I know I beat up Ian. He's a Snap-on man. And I know I beat up some other people. Then I left the shop, and I came home, and I did not want to go nowhere. So I was here with Kelly in my trailer there. And, like, at nighttime, you know, I used to sleep naked and eat food and all that. It used to, like, what they went to is trying to poison my coffee. We're walking down the alley every morning, try to get me in the mornings with my coffee. So I had to stop drinking coffee. And then my milk